everybody. Welcome to the Kame House Party. I'm Vince.
I'm Aaron.
And this is the podcast where we watch every episode and iteration of Dragon Ball, and then, we talk about it in a fun and goddamn comedic way. Isn't that right, Aaron?
You're cracking yourself up.
I know.
It's been 5 seconds in. Please contain yourself.
I got the yucks.
Oh, no.
I got the case of the yucks. They were running rampant through New York. I got the yucks, Aaron.
Well, you need to put a little bit of newspaper under your seat on the train then.
Oh, okay. And stop riding it bare ass.
Well, I don't know about that part, but
well,
yes.
Now you do. And now all of you do out there in the...
Vince's little bum has the yucks.
My bum's got the yucks, and we're about to get into the episode. But before that, we got a little bit of Kame housekeeping to do in case you are new to the podcast. That is where Aaron and we run down some of the preamble before the episode proper. And we always start, this is a fan favorite. We start with the 1 minute roundup. Ding 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 ding.
That's me opening a door. 1 beer. For
beer, huh?
me.
1 beer for you? Yep. All right, here you go. I'm sliding it all the way down the length of the bar.
All right. Yep, it's slided. It's a very long bar.
Longest bar this side of Texas.
There are sparks. Oh, God, that mug's drifting. Loop-de-loop.
Whoa.
All right. I mean, I've heard of a mug jumping over 3 buses, but 6. All right, we'll see if it makes it. Aw, well, it spilt a drop. Could I get another one?
I'm going to shoot you in the face.
All right.
And that is the introductory Western improvised scene that Aaron and I do to do a little bit of a warm-up and get you ready for what kind of improv you're likely to expect throughout the episode. Aaron and I, we love doing this, and now Aaron has 1 minute to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball up until this point. Oh, I see Aaron's got the timer ready.
3, 2, 1. Dragon Ball is about a bunch of magic crystals, primarily 7, that if you collect them all, you get any wish you want. And it centers around a guy named Goku, who's a little monkey boy, and he does karate, and he's the strongest boy in the world, essentially. He hooks up with a girl named Bulma, not in that way, in like an adventure way. They stop a dude from collecting the Dragon Balls to take over the world. Then Goku trains with his master Roshi and his boy Krillin to get second place in a tournament, but he needs to get stronger, so he goes out into the world, and in doing so, he fights the Red Ribbon Army, which is a paramilitary organization, also been on takeover of the world through Dragon Balls. Everyone has the same plan, apparently, but he stops them. He stops an entire army. Then he trains for like 3 years after he meets like the ghost of his grandpa, after fighting the ghost of his grandpa. It's weird, but heartfelt. Then he goes to the next Tenkaichi tournament, and that's where he's in now. And we're in the semifinals, and it's going to be Tien and Jackie Chan. That's it.
Oh, very well done. I am very pleased with that one. And if you are listening to that 1 minute roundup and you are like, hey, there were some things that I missed or something I didn't understand, like who is the Red Ribbon Army and why should I care? Then that's a perfect time to go back to our old episodes. Go back to those archives. Check them out. They're pretty great. There's some special guests on there and all that kind of stuff. And we do this so you don't have to go. But, if you feel like you're missing out, go do it. Go do it. How could I? This is a very crazy special episode. I mentioned that we had guests previously, and there was like a whole month of guests this year, and now we're throwing another guest in the mix, another pair of guests in the mix, and we've got Kurt Cruz and George. I forgot your last name.
Christopher.
George Christopher.
It's two first names, so I understand why.
Yeah, it's just I wanted to say George or Chris Christopher, so I went with George. Is that okay?
That's fair.
All right. And they are from the There Goes My Hero podcast. Guys, if you have not listened to this podcast, you need to. It's fantastic.
No, well, thank you, Vince. Thank you so much. This is Kurt here. This is my voice. Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Say hi to Kurt, fans of our podcast, who should also be fans of theirs now, even though you haven't heard anything.
It is a sealed pact. As soon as you
Yes.
press play, the runes were in place, and you are now a fan.
You're now a fan. And Kurt and George, could you give our fans a little description of what your podcast is?
Oh, yeah, surely. So, George and I, it's an improvised based podcast where we are two sidekicks. I am Utility Belt Boy, and George plays.
Froglet. I'm a frog.
He did the
That's
voice.
exactly how he sounds.
That's like a frog.
That's exactly how he sounds.
Cat.
You sound just like Froglet, George. Do you know that?
Yeah, I mean, I work really hard. What I do is I'm a method actor.
Oh, okay.
So I walk around in my life, like pretending to be Froglet
Oh,
and getting into the space of Froglet.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No, this is how I talk.
He's just a true artist. He's so humble. That's
Yeah.
just how he talks.
George plays the amazing Froglet.
The amazing, the astounding.
And we are two sidekicks whose superheroes just died.
Oh, that's
in
a shame.
In a
it's really-
graphic,
it's really sad.
super terrible war called the Plutonian War. So Utility Belt Boy and Froglet are searching for a new hero, and we have guests come on and play that new hero, possible new hero, because we don't know yet. We don't know.
And I think, was that your latest episode that you had Kate Sisk on?
Yes,
the
that
latest
was
one that
that
was
was the
released.
latest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the latest one that was released. Kate Sisk is on there. She plays Dr. Ann Howe. And if you guys don't know who Kate Sisk is, she's a great improviser and comedian here in New York. Check her out. Her stuff is really good. And her Dr. Ann Howe character is just spot on for what I would assume she would do on a podcast like yours. So really check it out. It's fantastic. And thank you both again for coming on and doing our
Yes.
podcast. We really appreciate it.
Dude, thanks for having us on, man. We're excited. Big
Okay.
Dragon Ball fans,
Same,
All
same.
right.
Ready to go.
Yes. And we have just one more piece of Kame housekeeping we have to do before we let you guys loose on this newest episode of Dragon Ball that we watched. And that is, I have to tell you, that Aaron and I, we watched two different versions of the show. Aaron watches the Japanese language English subtitled version, and I watch the English dubbed version. We do that because there are a lot of, things that are lost in translation. That's the best way to put it. But also that are context changes for different audiences, and those differences amplify over the years and make it really, really funny to get into. So the first thing that usually comes up that is translated differently is the title. Aaron, I don't know. I think I'm comfortable with going first on this one.
All right. I mean, I'll say beauty for age. I'll flip it on its head.
You have no idea how old I am.
Wait, what?
What? I'm not. I'm an eternal. All right. My episode title, episode 94 of Dragon Ball, Stepping Down.
That thing does happen.
It does happen.
So once I dare say both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah, they paint both pictures very clearly.
All right. Well, mine decided to focus on maybe a minute of the episode.
Ooh.
All right. Episode 94. Yikes! The new Crane Hermit styles Taioyoken.
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 Taioyouken. That's how you spell Taioyoken.
Taioyoken.
And those in the know are probably excited because this would be the first example of such a thing.
And a precursor to a very famous technique where things turn red. But that's for later on in the podcast. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to play a long game to get that, for that payoff to happen.
It's going to be a great payoff.
We love setting up jokes that won't be fulfilled until like next decade.
I think that's most of like the first half of the podcast, Aaron, is we set up a lot of things that we're just getting to now or we'll get to in like 10 years.
I agree with that assessment.
And let's just jump right into it. You guys came in Kurt and George, you came into a pretty action-packed part of Dragon Ball.
Hell yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Woo.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
So just up top, how did you guys feel about the episode?
I love Jackie Chun. First off, I think he is one of the greatest characters in the Dragon Ball arc. He just represents all the good in man, in a facade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has that been established? Does everyone know, right?
I think so. I think everybody knows at this point. Well, everybody who's watching it with us, we all know who Jackie Chun really is.
A moon murderer.
Yes, he is a moon murderer who has escaped prosecution for 3 years, as we discussed. And yeah, I mean, it picks up right where the last episode left off. Jackie Chun and Tien Shinhan are fighting ferociously in the semifinal round, each trying to make a statement in one way or another.
Yeah, I thought you were going to start off with everyone's favorite segment, obligatory Yamcha.
Well, I was trying to ease everybody into the obligatory Yamcha, but you know what? Let's get into it because this scene made me mad. this scene upset me greatly.
Oh, wow.
Because Yamcha, this poor, sad sack of a man, whose leg was broken brutally in front of his quote-unquote girlfriend and all of his closest friends. He's still in Papaya Hospital, and every time we see that opening shot, I just roll my eyes as hard as possible, because it's just Yamcha is sitting in bed, lying in bed, not even sitting up this time, just lying in bed, staring out the window, listening to the crowd as his rival is going as hard, like he's just sitting there. Just sitting there. At no point is he like, I'm going to get a crutch and I'm going to make it there. Or somebody put me in a goddamn wheelchair so I could see the damn thing. No, none of that.
Yeah, what the hell? Get into the damn, how long has his leg been broken? I remember George watching the episode. He's like, oh, his leg is still broken?
Yeah. His leg has been broken for how many episodes now, Aaron? I don't even remember when it wasn't broken.
Maybe 5 episodes. But I think we figured out timeline-wise it's only been 24 hours at most.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But still, they can, I don't know, Poir turn to a wheelchair.
Poir turn into a flying carpet like he did last time.
Get a regular wheelchair.
Yeah. Poir, just carry him. I don't know.
Do something, Poir.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen. Instead, Yamcha is helped by the nicest nurse ever.
Oh, sweet. Very sweet.
Very sweet lady. She doesn't get named, which is a problem. But yeah, she wants to make him more comfortable, and she says this will be better than just listening to it through the window. Not even sets up, but just gives him a radio.
Doesn't even tune it for him.
Yeah, doesn't tune it for him. She sits it on the windowsill and says, get it yourself, you little bitch. Ladies, I don't know what we're going to do about this guy in 2B. He's just sobbing and staring out the window.
He cries every half hour on the half hour.
He keeps looking at his foot as if to realize that it's broken. It's been broken. And he just keeps looking at it.
Yeah.
He tells me he has to poop in a bucket. Like, you don't have to poop in a bucket, Yamcha.
He gave you that too?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not giving you a bedpan for this.
What?
Get up and go to the bathroom. It's right there.
I should stand up for myself.
He keeps saying he'll never walk again. It's ridiculous. It's a sprain.
Darlene, you can't smoke in here.
The general manager's at the tournament. The head nurse is also at the tournament. Who's going to stop me?
I'm going to stop you, Darlene. As the acting head manager here, Harleen, you better get that cigarette out of here, Darlene.
Harleen and Darlene, rivals to the end.
Hey.
Well, fine.
Ow.
Ow. That's right.
Did you just put that cigarette out on Harleen?
She's a nurse. I think she could take care of it.
Give me bandages, stat.
I got you, boo.
Anyway, now that that's over, I just it's so sad. He won't even watch the TV. I said I could put the TV on for you. And he says, no, I don't want to watch the TV. I'm just like, oh, such a baby.
Try the radio.
The radio. Who listens to the radio anymore? We have Capsule Corp now.
You're right. That's
I'll
correct.
try it.
true.
I'll
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
I swear to God, though,
You're
I'm not
the-
tuning it for him.
He's
If
your
you tune
fake.
it for him, I swear to God.
I'm not tuning it for him.
No.
I tuned it for that Vietnam vet. I'm not tuning this for him. And seed.
Man, things got violent and weird.
When the tournament's on, everybody gets weird.
Everyone gets really tense.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The whole audience is tense the entire time.
The whole time,
They're just clenching.
clenching, standing and clenching.
Their lives have
Especially
been
in the eyes.
threatened multiple times.
Yeah. Their lives have been threatened. They keep coming back.
Yeah.
They're all adrenaline junkies.
God damn it, Yamcha.
This all goes back to Yamcha being at fault.
It's all Yamcha's fault.
The only thing I could think of comparable is that he's Jackie Chan's Babe Ruth. He's a little kid waiting for that home run
Oh yeah.
to be made in his honor so he'll live. That's how that story went, right?
Wait.
If Babe
Now,
if Babe Ruth made so many home runs, that kid would live.
right.
That I feel like that's what the kid was trying to tell Babe Ruth. That was his scam.
So Yamcha is just like a weird version of a Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah.
And he just wants Jackie Chan to kick Tien so hard he flies through the window of the hospital
Papaya Hospital.
so he can walk again.
It's the only way.
Papaya Island, man. Papaya Island is lit.
That's the name of the island, Papaya Island.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You didn't see Papaya General Hospital?
No, I missed it.
That's awesome. My dad actually grows papayas in our backyard
Oh,
back in
stop it.
Texas.
Really?
No, for real, yeah. They're giant papayas.
I don't
Oh,
think.
man.
I mean, this may be me showing my ignorance too early, but I don't think I've ever seen a papaya.
No?
No.
It's like a big round fruit, like smooth on the edges. It's hard to describe. They're tasty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, now the mystery's gone, and I no longer have any desire to eat a papaya.
All right.
I guess
Oh, shit, Vince.
Kurt's putting away a giant basket of papayas.
Yeah. I didn't ask you to bring
This is my
those.
gift
I'm
to
sorry.
Kame house party.
Oh, great.
If I was there, I'd
nice.
eat them. I'm sorry.
Bowl of
Sorry
papayas.
for my co-host.
I told you what kind of mood I was in before we started. But to continue on, after we get that super sad Yamcha moment, we get back to the fight proper. And I think the first thing that caught my eye was we get our shot of the ball squad. They're all cheering Jackie Chun on. And the best character in Dragon Ball is back and in full effect. Super Saiyan launch is in the building.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about launch?
She's crazy.
Yeah.
She's like batshit crazy. And abusing the turtle.
Turtle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she
Poor
is.
turtle, guys.
Every scene, she's abusing him.
She
See, Aaron, I knew these would be the perfect guests. They
yeah,
also
they-
fear for Turtle's safety at every turn.
She's not normally like that to him. I think
Yeah.
he was just it's a bad day to be Turtle.
Yeah,
you're
he was on the
getting
wrong
choked out.
side.
Collateral damage.
He just said, "Hi guys." Oh. Headlock.
Immediate headlock.
I brought back all the
Didn't do
ice
anything.
creams that you wanted.
Kick his ass, Jackie Chun. Pow, 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 pow.
Shooting randomly in the air.
Yeah, shooting into the sky. That's coming down on the rest of the crowd. But I give Launch a pass. I
yeah?
always do. She's strong feminist icon. And I will lift her up.
She is. She is very strong. She's I actually you know what, you're right. I think I like Blonde Launch a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
I think she's
It's
definitely
kind
the more
of-
engaging character
Yeah.
of all Dragon Ball. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that they don't bring her back really at all. I think there's some early Z moments, but that's about it.
Dude, amen.
That's true.
Always thought about that. Like, why?
Back in the ring, though, back in that ring, it's just fists a flying. Jackie Chun is starting to, I think, verbalize to Tien the error of his ways a little bit at this point. He's not going on full-on preach mode, but some eyes are turning. Master Crane is starting to pick out what this guy's all about. He's like, who is he? He seems familiar. And I don't know. Like, you guys watch some anime. You're fans of Dragon Ball. So of all like the anime fights and things of that nature, like this one I think has been good, like from one half to the other. Smooth animation, all that kind of stuff. You guys down with that? Like,
Yeah, it's like all the action. They kind of like. I like the fight scenes where they show all the, just they don't take shortcuts in the animation basically, and it's just seeing all the blocking and all the actual technique. There's no like rehashed animations, I guess, in this one. So
they've been good about that throughout the tournament.
Yeah, Tien. Tien Shen, is that how they say it here? Or
Tien Shin Han.
Tien Shin Han. Gotcha. I didn't realize how much of a prick he was to start with. Man.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He is
like
straight villainy.
Yeah, he's like comically evil. Like he's like evil to the point where he's like some kind of like high school douchebag movie character.
He takes his shirt off all the time. You're right.
And flexes his shoulder muscles.
Oh yeah. There was that start of the fight where they're both just flexing their shoulder muscles.
Of all the things to animate.
Yeah, it was that.
All right, you animators, we gotta make sure that everyone knows they're serious about this fight. What's the strongest muscle we can flex, but also the cheapest?
Cow, shoulders. The shoulders of a cow are the toughest meat, so it's gotta be the shoulders.
I
see
see the thread, but I think if we focus on human anatomy, that might help more. Anyone else?
I was gonna say, how about having a throbbing forehead vein? Throbbing forehead vein.
Classic.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of those in stock. Very cheap.
Yeah.
All right.
Very cheap. Yeah.
I was thinking of just a clenched fist, just kind of vibrating and shaking.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, we could reuse that.
We don't have to animate that. We just have someone shake it in front of the shake the acetate.
Shake the acetate.
Like a chicken, like a choked chicken.
Oh,
But
yeah.
like the neck. The neck is the strongest muscle. So we'll do like a vein.
Was it neck or shoulder, Frank?
I don't know. I'm hungry. I'm just thinking about animal parts, guys.
Well, we can get to lunch
gotta-
after we figure out this. This is the only meeting we have today.
Yeah, but we've been having this meeting for 4 hours trying
Yeah.
to figure out one animation shot.
Frank,
all
eat
trying
some
to-
pretzels, man. Come on.
I can't. I'm gluten intolerant. I can't have pretzels.
Oh boy.
Frank, why didn't you say that before? It was on the email thread. Does anybody have any allergies? I said I don't eat peanuts.
I said I don't eat shellfish. I don't eat shellfish. There's no shellfish here.
It's true. I just feel like you guys judge me
Oh, Frank,
and my digestive allergies.
Frank, that you misjudge us.
Yeah. Frank, we love your ideas, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? First idea, best idea. We're going with shoulders.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And
Good.
off to lunch.
Oh, thank God. Yay.
All the meat we can have. And see.
Oh well, that ended nicer than most of our.
Yeah, most of our animator or writer scenes end up with somebody being fired, yelled
no.
at, or imprisoned in some way,
It's-
or made to do something inappropriate.
I don't know if it's just the nature of tier-person improv, where it's like, well, you're dead now, and this is how it will end.
That's it. Every scene ends in death when it's just the two of us. But now we have others.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes about your relationship.
We need
Oh, I'm
buffers.
sad now.
We need several buffers. I mean, speaking of death, there's a deathly dive bomb happening from Tien after they displayed their powerful
Yes,
cow
yes, yes.
muscles. Tien jumps up and using the sun to block him. Dives down onto Jackie Chun, but Jackie Chun says, and is able to block it.
Yeah.
But
That was a really good block, by the way.
Oh, yes.
Woo.
Yeah.
Jackie Chun is showing off right now. And Aaron, and you guys, I mean, I'm not sure if you guys saw any of these previous episodes or remember them, but there was a character, Nam, who did the same attack. So did Tien get that from Nam when he fought Nam? Also, why haven't we seen any of Nam in the hospital?
Aaron, tell us.
Aaron, what are you doing?
Aaron.
look, we had enough budget to show one of two people, and we backed Yamcha, and we know now that was the wrong decision, but we're going to stay the course. So next episode is Yamcha in the hospital the whole time. You get to see his adventure going from his room to the break room, getting a Mars bar, because they still have them in Papaya Island.
Aaron, this is anime. This is Tony from Anime Daily. I just wanted to ask you if you were just pandering to your Yamcha fan base and ignoring the diversity in which Nam would present on the show as a whole.
You know what? I talked with my staff before this decision was made. On my very white staff members. I don't know why. I don't know why I said that. A little nervous here. We didn't see it was being an issue. Also, would it help if I mentioned that I was colorblind?
Aaron, this is from AnimeNewsTonight.com.
Oh, sure.
I have a.
Go ahead.
Why are you so racist?
I mean, it's typical liberal media like AnimeNewsTonight.com to attack me with their leftist agenda. I mean, the real issue is Yamcha and his recovery, and I think that's being politicized for your own agenda. Next question.
Aaron, this is Steven from CartoonBlogger.com.
All right.
Why do you hate everybody not white? What's up with that?
I mean, it seems similar to the last question. If I'm being honest, why I could ask the same thing of why y'all hating on Yamcha, who is not white, by the way, who's a very non-white character. For
That's
the record.
true, actually.
Yeah.
That's very true.
We're sorry, Aaron.
Yeah. Maybe we are the ones who
Yeah.
are racist.
We're Mr.
Well, now that I fixed mainstream media, I'm out of here.
I mean,
No more questions.
this ties beautifully into the action that we see after Jackie dodges that dive bomb attack, because he then, like Aaron just was, pushed back on his heels by Tien, almost being wrung out.
Almost.
Almost.
Both instances that you referenced.
Yes, we almost Aaron was pushed to the edge of his mic, and we almost lost him. Jackie Chun was pushed to the edge of the ring, and we almost lost him as well. But, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a little bit of a speech there in that scene. Like, I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself. Because I feel like the most interesting part is when Jackie tries to appeal to his softer side.
He kind of does it throughout, but it's really heavy in the latter part of the episode. And so I think from this to get us to the titular move, at least on my end, they kind of lock arms. Jackie has Tien stuck under his pits.
Yeah.
Well, gross, first of all. But it's Tien trying to push Jackie back, and Jackie resisting the force of that push. And then, to me, a weird thing happened where Tien just started headbutting Jackie Chun.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's weird to me because, well, Tien has that big old third eye on his forehead.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he's, like, poking his own eye out.
Yeah. There's like also no damage on Tien's head.
Absolutely.
And you can clearly see Jackie Chun's head get redder and redder.
Right.
Which is like crazy.
Yeah. Because we all know from action movies, the headbutt is the last-ditch effort, and both parties, you know, are usually staggered by the impact.
I just want to know how tough that eye is.
That's
Take
more
all
of
that
it.
force.
Is how like, one, how exactly did he reach that stage of enlightenment? And is, like, coming to that stage also granting that eye immunity from being attacked?
Yeah. Does it ever blink throughout the episode? No, right? It does
It's
not
usually
blink.
just at half.
It's just half, right? Yeah.
It's always at half.
It's always
and then
drowsy.
It opens a little bit more. Yeah, it's always drowsy. It's not supposed to be there. It's like, I'm tired.
It's weird. You'd think they'd explain it. Like, did they ever explain it in Dragon Ball at all? The nature of his third eye? It's just something that Tien's just equipped with?
I think the only explanation we got was that he reached a certain stage of enlightenment at a young age that allowed him to do that. And maybe it also caused his hair to fall out.
I don't know. But then he became a bad boy.
And then
Yeah.
he became a bad boy.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
A little mean boy.
And it's important to note that Crane and Chaozu are also there watching quite a bit.
Wait, his name's Crane.
Master Crane.
Master Crane.
Yeah.
The Crane Hermit.
Is there any reference to like cranium in that? Because he's got all like bald fighters.
The Family Fun
He's
board
like-
game for 2 to 4 players.
that was their favorite training routine.
Yeah.
Like cranium.
Play
Gets you
every-
stronger.
Yeah.
Now you
Everyone
awaken
can
that
enjoy
third eye
something
without it.
here.
But yeah, it's. I don't know if they ever get into it because I don't even think in the later series there ever is like that deep dive Yamcha backstory that the whole Dragon Ball fan base really wanted, like they do in every other anime that goes on for too long. I'm talking about you, Naruto.
Oh, shit.
The only backstory we ever cared about was Kakashi, and that was it. We only wanted to know how Kakashi got so badass. I don't want to know about Sakura's parents. They don't matter to me. They don't even matter to her. She's a spoiled brat.
I need more Iruka backstory, you know what I mean?
Yes, more Ruka backstory.
This is juicy.
Me and George are sitting back as other people who have watched Naruto are talking.
Yeah, I've never
So
seen
how
it.
much Naruto have you watched, Kurt?
All of it.
All of it? Have you started watching Boruto?
I watched the movie, which is my brother was super upset about because he was just like, wait. I told him everything that happens in the movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, that was a series. That's what's happening in the series right now.
Yeah, that's
He was
why I can't
super
watch the
pissed.
series right now. The
He was
series
so
was leading
pissed.
up to the movie, and now they're doing the movie in like 5 or 10 episodes, and it's just too much.
Yeah. But yeah, I love Naruto. I started watching in 6th grade, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's OG.
Yeah.
That's OG. I think I picked it up later, but
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, wait, what? Are we doing a Dragon Ball
Yeah.
podcast? Sorry, everybody. Oh, fuck Naruto. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a jutsu, right? That's the word.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
The
that's
jutsu's
okay.
coming
jutsu.
out.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's true.
jutsu of some kind when Jackie Chan escapes the grasp of Tien. And Tien, like, all right, here's a technique for you. Here it
Iconic.
comes. I'm going to do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Iconic.
Oh, yes.
It's a solar flare, baby.
Yeah. Everybody knows the solar flare
put
pose.
your fingers up to your
Hands.
eyes.
Hands up against.
Hands up against your, close to your face.
Knees
signs.
spread.
Knees spread as far apart as they can be for some reason. And
yell it
yeah,
out.
he just does it. He does the damn thing.
This seems like the most effective a solar flare has ever been.
has ever been.
It-
Because every other
it
instance
lasts a
of it is
minute.
just a... Yeah, it's the longest it's ever lasted. And then, yeah, it's just... There's so many ankles, so many cuts,
Yeah.
so many flashing
It's good
things.
to see the anatomy of the solar flare actually
Yeah.
from outside of whatever. It's usually like in Dragon Ball Z, like you just see it and it gets bright, but here you actually see the ball.
the ball of light energy
Yeah.
for it to be effective. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that.
I am surprised that common sunglasses can prevent the effects of the
Yes.
solar flare.
Yes! The announcer and Master Crane,
Yeah.
the only two people wearing sunglasses on a sunny, I'm going to say summer day on Papaya Island. And they are nonplussed by the brightness. Where I would assume for you to be able to see after a solar flare, you would need a welder's helmet. Something that dark. But I am no photon scientist, so I'll just shut up.
Well, it's probably like when they dilate your pupils.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's how like bright it would be, where it hurts to even like open your eyes.
People
I
had to
wanna-
have gone blind.
They had to have. Because it causes like very strong, every super strong character that they can't fight down the line, they get away using the solar flare. Majin Buu, Cell, probably Garlic Jr., King Piccolo, and others.
And the rest.
And the rest.
Every
Yes.
villain.
The League of Dragon Ball villains all have one weakness, and that's solar flare
That's
attack.
nice.
Just get some damn sunglasses, guys. Come on.
They never made them for the villains.
That's why the great Saiyaman, he knew.
Yeah, Great Saiyaman could never be bested by solar flare. I can't wait till we get to Great Saiyaman.
Planting the seeds.
Planting that seed.
Yeah.
Talking
That's going to
Cyberman.
pay off in 6 years.
6
So
years,
get ready.
baby.
Buckle up.
But after that solar flare attack, Tien takes advantage of Jackie's temporary blindness and knees him in the neck. And then after Jackie is down and the light comes back, like when the light is dissipated, he looks down at Jackie Chun and says, most people would be dead by that kick. I just wanted to knock you out so you would stay down. Something like that. I was like, God damn.
Mine,
Yeah.
He's such a jerk.
So sure of himself.
I don't know if mine's worse or better. I can't kill you yet because then I'll get kicked out of the tournament. So I just knocked you unconscious.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
you'll never
Yeah.
regain consciousness again.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
So
forget
second
Yeah,
best
whoa.
thing, a coma.
Oh, my
God. That was not in the subbed version or the dub. Oh, no, that wasn't in the dubbed version.
Yeah.
It
I
was
don't
in the
think-
subversion. Yeah, I remember it now. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He was
That's
just-
so
yeah.
aggro.
Yeah.
Because every 90s kid's dream is to be that angry at the world.
I'm not going to kill you, but I'm going to ensure that your family has hefty medical bills.
No, my premiums. I was thinking while Tien was using that solar flare that was kind of a dick move. And then it was corroborated by the announcer saying, like, it seems as though Tien, and this is my personal opinion, used a dirty trick to. I think that was a dirty move or something like that.
But is
yeah.
it, though?
It's a technique just like anything else. But maybe because they'd never seen it before, they didn't have. It's like Air Bud on the rule book.
There's nothing in the rule book about a dog not using solar flare.
Right.
I guess this is the first time. I mean, it's the first time we see solar flare, and it's used in an offensive context,
Right.
which is like never the case. So I guess it's like a cheap shot. I view it as a cheap shot. I think it's like, come on, Tien.
I don't know if any of
come
you
on.
guys watch UFC, but
All
there's
right.
actually like rules about no eye contact. Mm-hmm. So I guess solar flare would be an eye contact move. And also, you're not supposed to hit people in the neck
Right.
or the back of the head
Oh,
because
for sure.
that is like a death. You could kill someone by hitting them in the back of the head.
Tien would have been thrown out of the octagon.
Oh, yeah.
Would've-
Ooh.
yeah.
Joe Rogan would have none of it.
No, he wouldn't. Nope.
Get out of here, Tien. You're out of here.
How anime is the UFC? Like, are there storylines in UFC?
I mean, they do like these little promo things. I think they used to. I haven't watched UFC in a long time, so I'm the wrong person to bring this up. And UFC fans are probably like, if there are any UFC Dragon Ball crossover fans, they're probably like, shut the fuck up.
I feel like
You
that
know
is
what
a
you're talking
thick
about.
Venn diagram.
Oh, yeah. It's very heavy. Thick with 2 C's. Sorry, just want to work that in there. Because, like, WWE, like, wrestling, I think is pretty anime.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
with the rivalries, the storylines, and all that kind of stuff. I feel like also the NBA is getting pretty anime.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Like,
man.
the whole LeBron and, like, the Boogie Cousins going to
Ooh-wee.
the Warriors. I know I'm alienating like the entire audience with these with the basketball shit, but it's really fucking stupid. It's really dumb.
Well, doesn't LeBron train in, I don't want to say a gravity chamber,
He probably does.
but
He's got the
essentially,
money. He's
Oh,
invented
yeah.
one.
but he like, I think he has like oxygenated rooms.
It's more
Yes.
like the
Trains in-
hyperbolic time chamber.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the man never ages.
Hey. And apparently that hyperbaric time chamber also brings your hairline back from the 2000s.
Someone's a LeBron fan.
Vince has been carefully monitoring his hairline.
Yes. You go back to my apartment. There is a corkboard with images of LeBron's hairline and red lines going to Rogaine and Shaq and everybody who works at Goldmine.
Well, he's got to look good for Space Jam too.
Okay. Now that movie's greenlit and it's on the way. Just like Uncle Drew.
I mean, speaking of all these movies, it's a commercial.
Hello, Kame House Party listeners. I am Utility Belt Boy,
I'm Froglet. I'm a frog.
the greatest froglet frog boy a Utility Belt Boy has ever seen.
Hopefully the only one, and probably the only one.
Yeah. No one else exists. Listeners, we're broadcasting to you from Earth Za, and we want to tell you guys about a podcast that we have called There Goes My Hero! Pew, 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 pew.
Whoa, danger. Whoa,
See, as you can see, this podcast is action-packed. Yeah!
Whoa!
Drama-filled.
Emotions.
Froglet doesn't have many of those.
Not all the time. It's because I was a trained assassin. And I killed people. So I'm
Yes.
hardened on the inside. I'm also lazy.
And we are sidekicks. Because we're not good enough to be heroes.
No, our label is sidekick. That's our position.
Exactly. And we're searching for a hero, and we would like you guys to join us in our search. Ain't that wrong, Frog Boy?
Yeah, man. Join us in our quest for a superhero. We're searching for one. Maybe you're one. Maybe you know one. Maybe you don't believe in superheroes. We hope to prove you wrong. I don't have any other things to say.
Yeah, me neither.
That's it.
All right, guys.
That's
Thanks for
it.
tuning in.
Yeah,
And, Utility Belt Boy and Froglet out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
An interdimensional transmission in the form of an advertisement.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what I call commercials.
That's what you call commercials. Jackie gets back up. He almost makes it to that 10 count. And I am always stunned at the lack of professionalism from the announcer because he waits a minute and a half before he starts to count every time, and it's great.
I love Jackie Chun, but he out.
He was out 30 seconds ago.
Hey, he wasn't even supposed to regain consciousness, guys. Let's remember that.
Yeah.
And
He was supposed to be dead.
Tien is very adamant, like, how did you recover? And he keeps saying, he's like, there's no way this old man should be able to do any of this. Who are you? And he's like, it doesn't matter who I am. It matters that you have evil in your heart and you've been led down a wrong path by your master, who's a false master, Master Crane.
Why do you refuse to use techniques for good? He asked.
Exactly. Because it's easier and he makes more money that way.
I mean, yeah. Roshi poor as hell. Sure, he owns an island.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. It's turtles. We've determined this.
It's Turtles Island.
Oh, it's Turtles Island?
Yeah,
No
it's also
shit.
Turtle's house. Because
Kame
Turtle has
house.
a goddamn family.
God damn it.
Poor turtle.
See? We all knew Turtle is the most sympathetic character in all of Dragon Ball.
Well, now I'm just thinking that Tien should just stay evil so we can make that money.
I mean, we don't see Goku making bank off of all his,
I mean, it takes a while.
do-goodery.
It takes until Super.
Another long
Another set
lead.
of, yeah.
Wink, wink.
Get ready for that punchline in 2022.
Yeah, it seems like Jackie Chun, though, is trying to be all Jedi Master right now.
Oh, yeah.
Take him away from the dark side. Crane is the dark side.
Crane is dark. Jackie is the
Oh,
light.
no. Tien's Kylo Ren.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Here,
Tien is Kylo Ren.
is.
And
they're both thick,
that would make...
wide boys. They're wide
Both
boys.
Shirtless people.
Yeah, they
Really
love
high
having
pants?
their shirts
Yeah.
off and really high pants.
Yeah. I should have seen it before.
Right in front of our face.
So I hope when that group of really arrogant assholes remake The Last Jedi, they cast Yamcha as Kylo Ren. Not Yamcha, Tien.
Yeah.
It's not Carrie Fisher flying through space. It's actually Goku.
And then that would make Yamcha Poe, because he's always getting people killed or hurt, and he doesn't understand why.
Krillin's Finn, because they're both
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
they're both horny cowards. Prove me wrong. Finn's character is
No.
being afraid and horny.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I
I'm
love
100%
him, but
there.
That's him.
Yeah, horny and scared. That's a new story archetype.
Horny and scared.
Horny, scared hero.
Scared heroes.
I'm Joseph Campbell with the hero of 1,000 faces. It's 1,001 now. Horny scared. All right. Well, back to the grave for me. Bye.
But yeah, I think most of the second half of the episode, just that. It is a fight kind of conversion therapy being put on Tien by Jackie Chun. Would any of you be, like, if you were in a position where you had to fight somebody and they were also trying to give you life advice, like, would that work on you? George, would that work on you?
Like as a tactic to beat me in the fight, or like to change my moral demeanor?
It could be both.
Like I'd be like, this guy's fucking with me,
Yeah.
and I would like probably hurt him more because I would think he's just like trying to fuck with me.
I think that's the right mentality. I would definitely, like, I do this when I play basketball. I am overly accommodating and nice to people
Dude,
verbally.
I'm the same way.
I'm very, like, I'm like, hey, that was a great shot. Like, when somebody makes a good move or a good shot, I'm like, yo, that was good. And, like, there was somebody who was like, he's just trying to get in your head. I was like, no, I'm being genuine. I really like the way that you play basketball. We're all just trying to have fun here.
Dude, sweet
man.
cross, man. Sweet cross, dude. Oh, my ankles were broken, man. Thank you so much for that.
I learned a lot from that experience.
Oh man, sounds like Goku.
Yeah, when Vince plays basketball, he's being Goku.
I'm being
being
Goku.
Goku.
I'm the savior of the court.
What would Goku do?
Goku would give that person like a couple extra days to practice their jump shot once they come back.
Now now play basketball against my son.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My son is going to play you first,
Yeah.
and then I'll fight you after he gets dunked on.
After he breaks his arm. But
Yeah,
you still
after
gotta
he
play.
breaks his arm.
You still gotta play, son, all right?
Spoilers.
Absolutely. You guys want to know why LeBron James is so good? I gave him some extra time to train in high school. I could have beat him. I could have beat him then. But I gave him more time.
That sounds like more like a spoiler alert, Vegeta move.
Yeah, that is more of a Vegeta move.
There's some weird bits in here. One, Goku doesn't know how sunglasses work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was different between the we watched both versions.
Oh, yeah.
And I actually made a joke about the sunglasses line, and they kept the mention of sunglasses between the two versions, but it was like a different thing. I forget what it was. It was like in the sub. Sorry, the dub. I keep confusing the two.
Hey,
I
we
mix
messed
those
it up
up
for
constantly.
50 episodes.
Yeah.
So
In the English version, Master Roshi is like, "Hey, you should like next time you're gonna solar flare somebody, give them sunglasses first."
okay, yeah.
And then
yeah.
in the Japanese version, it's Goku's like very confused as to why the announcer can still see. And he's like, "Oh, it's because of the sunglasses." And it just feels like an excuse to like justify what Goku and Krillin are saying and like talk to each other.
Absolutely. I'm right there with you. That makes a lot of sense because they don't need to be there this entire episode. It's a lot like Yamcha.
Yeah.
They're kind of like commentary. They're almost the audience because Krillin is overly optimistic. He says, "Oh, Jackie's definitely gonna win." And Goku is oddly serious and just like, "I don't think so."
Did you know Crane had telepathy somehow?
No. I look these.
Why are you
that's
upset
not-
about it?
It's such a dumb thing to just give them to like out Jackie Chun's character to like two other characters. It's not even like Crane yells it at the top of his lungs so everybody knows. Like I had to stop watching and like I paused it and went back to that scene because I was like, wait, so does everyone know? And then no, confirmed by Goku saying, "I can't hear what they're saying." Motherfucker, you could see people moving faster than the speed of light. You can hear what they're saying. You have to.
But they're not. It's mind powers. It's telepathy. Right?
No, but Tien says it out loud.
Yeah, they have an out loud
Okay, yeah,
conversation.
Oh, yeah.
About, like, keeping it a
Okay, yeah.
secret.
No, you're right. I apologize. I apologize for yelling about telepathy.
It's quite all right. It's a nonsense thing.
But it is weird that the telepathy thing happens. I haven't seen anything up until this. Like, this is the only episodes that I've seen, or just these tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the lead up to who the establishment of these characters are.
They certainly don't establish this fact.
No.
Chaozu,
I don't think in any of the characters that use it up until this point, they've never explained that it's telepathy or how they're able to do it. Because Roshi can do it. Because he does it at the end of the first tournament.
He can read minds.
Yes.
It's
Maybe it's a hermit thing. Is it like a hermit skill
Maybe.
passed down? It seems like.
So if you live alone for long enough to be dubbed a hermit, you can read minds? That's all it takes?
okay. Well, goodbye.
Aaron's off
There
the
he
train.
goes.
Okay. Shutting the door. All right. Creak.
Aaron needs to oil that door.
Yeah.
It's got to wake him up in the middle of the night.
Especially on a windy day.
Oh my
I feel
God,
like
can
it
you
blows
imagine?
in and out.
Vince, stop thinking those dirty thoughts.
Hey,
right.
get out of there.
That's right. I was gone
You
for
really
5
heard-
seconds, and I got those
You remember
powers.
for that's all it takes?
Apparently.
Well, I don't have the time for that, so I'm not going to do it.
All right. Yeah, I've read your mind and know your schedule. You don't. You're very busy.
But-
and
I'm glad that you have that ability now. So, how about this?
no, I can't keep it up forever.
Oh, okay. So it's
Were
a
you-
time limit.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to press a certain button.
Yes, of course. I have next to me for Kurt and George. I have what is called the Canon, not Nick Cannon button, because I hate Nick Cannon, but we love making things Dragon Ball canon or podcast canon, as this is Aaron's now telepathic ability.
Oh, no.
And so I'm going to hit this button.
A gift and a
you are welcome.
curse.
You are welcome to join in the festivities as we fwa after the button is pressed. Ready?
No.
This is Aaron's telepathy is now canon.
Oh, no.
Not Nick Cannon.
Cannon.
Click. It's true.
Oh no. These powers. These powers I've been given by Vince in a button. Why have they been bestowed upon me?
It's okay, Aaron. I'll build you a Cerebro.
Okay, yeah. We can find other podcast guests
Yeah, we can find other podcast guests through
who
Cerebro.
are also mutants.
Wow.
But you got to be careful. Too many podcast guests at once,
Yeah,
and you could die.
you could have a nosebleed and die. And in my mind, I have a clear picture of Aaron putting on the Cerebro helmet, and then that weird foggy map of the world. And it's just a bunch of nerds sitting in front of microphones, like leaning.
I see
you
all
guys
of
feel
them,
that?
all the
Do you guys
basements.
feel that? Someone's in my head.
I feel like I'm being pulled in a direction. Has anybody ever thought about Dragon Ball?
Man, I can't wait for the
This
Dark
is a
Aaron
Legally
saga.
Blind recap podcast.
But
Well-
where were we in this episode?
Well, you
Oh, yes.
were thinking about talking about when Tien
Sunglasses.
says, "I'll show you something interesting." No, I guess this was just me.
Okay.
So,
Your
Oh
own
yes,
mind.
no, yes.
so this Tien's like, "I'll show you something interesting," and then Jackie Chung gets excited and said, "Would it be a dirty book?"
Can't forget.
So is this after the telepathic?
Yeah. It's honestly, it's just a weird. The telepathy and the outing of Roshi doesn't come to
Yeah.
fruition in any way. There's no consequences
No.
to it. It seems like.
There's really not at all.
Yeah, because I don't know if this was different for each version, but Master Crane, while in Jackie Chun said is like, "Oh, Jackie, all these girls in the front row, they're really big fans, and they want you to turn around and acknowledge them or something like that." And it takes like a half beat, and he turns around and he goes, "Wait, where?" And that's it. He gets red-faced. Tien does not attack him at all.
Yeah. I thought that's why he was doing it. I thought it was a distraction.
Exactly. I thought Crane was setting him up so that he could not fail, like any good evil martial arts master would.
Nope.
Pervs the leg.
Put him in a hentai bag, Johnny.
Put him in a hentai bag. Put him in a waifu pillow.
Anyone else? Any Karate Kid references that you can animate?
Yeah. Can we get one more? One more Karate Kid reference.
Put him in a house with Ralph Macchio. I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Put him in a house.
We're shipping Roshi and Ralph Macchio.
Put him on YouTube. 30 years later. Has anybody watched that?
No, not yet.
I hear a lot of chatter from older dudes on the street about this. New, I swear.
Is it
I'm
like,
not
hey,
kidding
Youngblood,
you.
you hear this? You watch this Cobra Kai?
Yes.
Yeah.
No lie.
Really?
In like a waiting room at the eye doctor, like walking home from work, just older men are all about this show on YouTube. Like, oh, you watch that Cobra Kai? Like, just to their friends. I'm like, why? What ties you to this property so strongly?
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
But even so, I mean, maybe I need to watch it.
I think
don't know.
I think I'm just below the age range of where I should be very
Yeah.
excited about it.
I mean, my Karate Kid will forever be Jaden Smith.
Your focus needs more focus.
Man,
Love that.
gosh, can't believe they made that movie.
It seemed good.
Can't believe you
It
watched
seemed good at the time.
It was a good in concept.
It's just terrible execution.
Yeah.
it. It should have been Willow. Is the problem?
You know, it should have been.
Yeah.
They'll probably remake it, and Willow will be in the next one. And Donnie Yen will play Jackie Chan's
Oh my
character.
God, that's actually really good.
Hey,
I'd love
right?
that.
hey,
Yeah, I'd love that.
the first taste is free, folks.
So what is it? That's something interesting. Is not a dirty book to Roshi's disappointment. It's actually a Kamehameha from Tien.
Oh yes,
And it's huge, apparently.
it is massive.
Krillin.
It is late Z levels of giant ball of energy, and oh my gosh,
Krillin has a little wave envy. He's like, oh man, that's a real big one. That's a big one. I think he's a little disappointed in himself.
oh. I love the casual penis jokes that they throw into to your version of the show because I did not get that one in mine.
Yeah. No.
Krillin says nothing.
He's just in awe. Roshi has to, in turn, create another Kamehameha to block it. So
Is that what he does?
I thought that's what he
It looked
did.
to me like he just caught
just
it.
Or did he?
absorbs it.
Did he? Because that's
Yeah.
way more
And then-
impressive.
Reach
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Because he puts his hands together, kind of like a wave, but then he catches it and then forces it up into the air. Because Tien, doing his best to be the dick we all know him to be, is firing this massive Kamehameha wave into the crowd, directly into the crowd. He's done this before,
Yeah.
and nobody talked to him about it, which is. You know, again, I fault the announcer and the staff at the Tenkaichi tournament.
Hey,
this
It's
year.
like, everybody move. Say,
Oh, you have the microphone. You know what it looks like. Because then he even accurately, the announcer accurately says, like, wow, like Tien just used the Turtle Hermit's signature technique of the Kamehameha wave. And then we get this kind of explanation that Tien can mimic any technique he sees.
his Sharingan.
Yeah, come on. Tien of the Sharingan.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Somebody,
I see how
somebody
it is.
draw that. Could somebody draw a Tien of the Sharingan and give him the Sharingan right in that third eye?
I'd laugh
like a
if I
lazy
knew.
Sharingan.
Oh, is that the? Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Where someone's eyes change.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. Thought to be brought on by deep pain and trauma, but it's really just a manifestation of one's love for their family and friends.
What?
Spoiler alert.
This table's too heavy to toss, but I want it real bad.
I think Kurt and I are going to do a Naruto
Hey.
spin-off podcast.
No.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
you. No. You can go do... No. I would love that. Let's get this anime jokey podcast network going.
Yeah.
I am flabbergasted that there's some weird technique that's based off the love of your family and friends.
Oh, yeah. Most of Naruto techniques are based on love and caring.
But
Yeah.
it was
disguised
confused
as anger
with
and
anger.
ferocity.
Those are two extremely separate things.
Hey, man, the Uchihas, they have a storied past.
Yeah, man.
I
Lot of blood.
assume.
A lot of
Sure.
blood on those Uchiha swords.
It's a lot of blood. That's how it is. Mm-hmm. So, anyways, Tien can copy people.
Yeah, Tien can copy other people's abilities.
Not being a Super Saiyan though.
Oh,
If that's a technique.
George, that is a low blow. That is a low blow to Tien.
Or even the KO Ken.
Oh, snap.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn. Tien
Can't
is
see
getting
George
roasted right now.
is menacingly eating pretzels as he just burns on Tien.
Tien is getting
Just dunks
roasted over the coals and also over some fucking dope-ass almonds.
Take that, Tien. I'm eating your nuts.
But it's true. Like, I don't think that ever comes up after this episode.
No, not at
No,
all.
they
Never
kinda
comes
get-
up.
He gets pushed to the side.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, you're not an
God.
alien ape, so good day. Or the son
Oh,
of
you can't
one.
transform into an Ozaru? Then get the fuck out of here.
We don't care.
We don't care. We'll bring Yajirobe in to end this whole thing.
Aliens.
Oh, man.
So he blocks it. He blocks it, right?
Right.
He into the sky, and it fades away all in one shot, right?
Probably destroying another moon in the process.
True that.
Moons are always destroyed.
So I think the last bit we got for this episode is, well, kind of sad. Roshi, having seen this, and he's mentioned it before, he's excited about the new generation. He thinks this might be the time, and it is. He's like, well, that's it. I think the new era of fighters is here, and he turns away from Tien, slowly walks towards the edge of the arena, and he rings himself out.
Yeah. It's very solemn.
Stepping down.
Stepping
Oh,
down.
okay.
Titular line.
But I think there's one kind of dialogue thing that happened right before he steps down. He keeps preaching to Tien about like changing his ways and that he doesn't have to follow this evil path, and I can he actually says like I can make you even stronger. All this other kind of stuff. And Tien gets fed up with it and he goes, "You sound like a broken record, old man." And that's when Jackie Chun is like, so you're starting to get it. I was like, what?
Yeah. It's like, no, you didn't reach him at all.
He's being obstinate in the face of everything.
He insulted me. My lessons worked.
It's like every good teacher knows how to be insulted and get their lesson across. Now kids, okay. All right, yes, I am a flat-footed loser, but now you know that Pluto, not a planet. All right, let's keep on moving to the rest of the solar system. Saturn's rings. There are many. They orbit the planet around what we would call Earth's equator. Would anybody like to tell me what they think these rings are made of? Anyone?
Gases and rocks.
Gases and rocks. Perfect. Great job, George. George, you really have been paying attention. And, it just goes to show that you can call me whatever names you want, but as long as you're in this class, you're going to learn something.
Mr. Vince?
Yes, Kurt.
You're a flat-footed asshole.
Oh, I see my lessons have not been lost on you either. And could you, Kurt, tell me what Neptune's planet is made of?
I believe it's gaseous materials. You stupid idiot.
All right, perfect. Absolutely spot on. Neptune is a gas giant, as they call it. And Aaron, how about you? What is what would you call the second rock from the sun, huh? What's that one called?
I don't know, but I just know you're a nice teacher.
Why have you done this to me?
What?
Aaron,
you're a really
you little
great
piece-
teacher, even though I'm failing.
No. Shut up, because you have not listened to one word I've said all day, and I am sick of it. I am sick of your pandering. You little.
Aaron's playing on a Game Boy as he's. I'm sorry, Nintendo Switch. Let's be modern. As he's complimenting Mr. Vince.
Oh, wait. Aaron, I'm really sorry. I didn't see you playing Fortnite on your Switch.
Yeah, that's on there now.
How about I give everybody an A on today's assignment? How about that? You've all done so well, both belittling me and ignoring me, that I feel like there's no need for a final.
Thanks, you big idiot.
Wow.
Thanks,
Here's a
dumbass.
wedgie, Mr. Vince. No!
Oh, my students really do care.
My shitty captain. Is that reference track?
The joy of teaching.
We all stand in our desks.
Yeah. And bare our asses.
My underwear still above my head as the teacher, as I wipe tears away from my face. Oh, you kids really know how to make a teacher feel wanted and special. Now, go on, get out of here.
Yeah, carpe diem, assholes.
Yeah. I'm
Carpe
gonna
diem,
kill
assholes,
myself
indeed.
because my dad won't let me be in the play.
No.
That's what you taught us, right?
And scene. Fun fact, that movie was shot at a school in Delaware. That's where I'm from. And I have great Delawarean pride knowing that movie was shot there. Anywho, back to the Dragon Ball stuff. Yeah, so Roshi, literally steps down, metaphorically steps down. And I actually liked the way that this fight ended with Tien not having the satisfaction of beating an old man half to death.
He's very upset about it.
Just because he wanted to. Just because he was in his way somehow.
Well,
Yeah, and everyone's shocked.
Yes.
Yeah. In the sub, Tien's like, hey, he didn't show his full power. Why'd he quit?
Oh, yeah.
He's very upset.
And Crane's like, he was afraid of you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to boost his ego.
Crane is the best worst hype man. Do we get another? I think we get another shot of Yamcha, don't we?
Yeah, he gets out of bed.
What?
Yeah.
Can't believe.
Okay, yeah. Because for a half second, I thought this was all a dream that Yamcha was having of Jackie Chan stepping out of the ring, because they have done that to us before.
It's true.
And boy, is it annoying. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, he's still listening to that damn radio. That's what he's hearing. And he's just like, oh, God. I just wrote it. Yamcha gets out of bed.
He lurches forward to the radio.
I think Launch sticks a
Oh, yeah.
gun in Turtle's face.
Oh yeah, because Turtle was about to say something,
And she
right?
just like silences him with her gun so she can continue to watch the match.
Turtle's just getting the brunt of everything today.
It's a bad episode for
Yeah.
Turtle. One of the worst in this series thus far. For a lovable father figure for all ages, Turtle is the ultimate parent, and he's been done dirty in this episode. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Love you, Turtle.
We all love you, Turtle.
Beware.
Love you guys.
Hey,
Turtle wept. I wept.
it's the shortest verse in the Bible.
Oh man.
Turtles verse 1.
Turtle's like Job.
He is like Job.
You got swallowed up. Nope, wrong. Different guy. He did lose his family, much like Job. There we go.
There it is. Put his son in a bucket. Never saw him again.
So, I mean, that's it. But next week, I think it's a fight that we've been looking forward to.
Fight that I've definitely been looking forward to.
Yeah, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exciting.
Krillin versus Goku in the second semifinal round. And boy, oh boy, is there a hype train a coming to town.
Is Krillin gonna lose?
Look,
It's gonna be. I know.
Spoiler alert.
I don't think so. I think he's got it.
George's unwavering optimism in the face of great Goku power. Also, a hero's journey that cannot be interrupted even by his best friends.
It's definitely an episode that you can't skip.
No, non-skippable. We encourage all of you to watch along with us for the next week. I don't know, what else? Do we have anything else on this episode?
When he walks away from Tien, putting on his clothes, he's humming. He's like, on both versions. That's the version. Jackie Chun is just singing.
Was there a clear tune to it, or was it just kind of random?
It was just random, and then he walks past Tien. He's like, Tien's like, It's after he jumps off.
Yeah.
I just thought it was hilarious.
The ultimate power.
And then he
movie.
walks out of the arena into the
light.
Bright light.
Into the light.
And fades into the light.
Because that's the last we ever see of Jackie Chun, I'm sure. Right?
Almost.
Jackie Chun never comes back.
Probably not.
Oh, that's so sad.
Well, I mean,
The death.
I mean,
of
he's a wanted
fictional-
criminal. So
fictional
it's
character.
probably for the
he
best.
is a wanted criminal.
What?
Moon Destroyer, Jackie Chun. Also known perv.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
Kurt and George. Thank you so much for
Kurt and
coming
George, ladies and
hanging
gentlemen.
out with us.
There
Aaron.
goes my
no,
hero.
no.
Woo! Aaron and Vince,
Vince.
thank you guys. Thank
Hey.
you. This is so much fun.
Y'all crushed it.
Yeah.
We'll have to have you again. Because that's about it.
yeah.
You know, there's not much to the rest of that episode. Just some white light, an old man walking into it, probably a metaphor for death. And thank you both again. Is there anything you guys want to plug? Anything you guys got going on other than the There Goes My Hero podcast? Because it's fantastic and everyone should go listen to it. There Goes My Hero. You guys have a website, Instagram.
Yeah, go to theregoesmyheropodcast.com. Check out some info about the podcast.
If you guys want to see some clips or some behind-the-scenes images, you can check us out at There Goes My Hero Podcast. Before that on either Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah.
All right.
Catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, anywhere you can listen to the podcast, basically. We're on it, so check it out.
You're listening to a podcast right now. Probably that thing that you're listening to, we're on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it should be easy for all of you listeners out there. And if this was your first time on the podcast, thank you so much. We hope that you come back.
Yeah.
And, like, rate, share, subscribe. Go to kamehouseparty.com. That's right. We got a brand spanking new website. Thank you, Aaron, for putting it all together. Thank you, the internet, for having our website.
Yeah.
Always got to thank the internet.
For
trying to think
making
of
all
the-
this possible.
Yeah, Aaron, do you have anything else you want to plug? Anything you got? Any projects you got on the
Nah,
on the
baby.
way? All right.
This is my
I don't
life. What are you
think-
talking about? I go back in my hyperbolic time chamber after the show stops, and then until
Ooh.
next week.
That's how you stay so young. And I think that's it. I mean, y'all know where to find us. All our info, Aaron and I, all our info is on our website, kamehouseparty.com. And then we're just going to end it the way we always do. George, Kurt, will you join us in our outgoing theme? Because no matter what you do, no matter what you got going on, who you with, what you're doing, what you're trying to do, y'all gotta keep